This week, we've got fresh announcements from IMPORTEL with a new partnership with Wet Sounds. Harmon introducing brand new slim enclosures from JBL and Infinity. MSC introduces anniversary edition products from Blam. And Orion with a brand new incentive program with POP for Orion dealers. This is CMA Live, All Access, brought to you by SiriusXM and sponsored by 5 Access Innovations. And it starts now. Well, as with our ever evolving industry, partnerships change, and today we have a big announcement. Wet Sounds has found a new distribution partner with Importel in Canada. We go now to Importel President Trevor Patrick to share his thoughts on this new maneuver and how this affects the landscape in Canada, as well as Importel's customers. Trevor, welcome to the show. What do we have to say about this great new announcement?
Well, thanks for the introduction, Ben. You're right. This is a big announcement for the Canadian market, and we are ecstatic to partner with Wet Sounds for the Canadian customers, both dealers and consumers. When you're a distribution company owner, you look at your company and you find the gaps. You look at the holes that your product offerings bring to the dealer market. And we were weak. We were weak in marine. We were weak in power sport. We have a few partners, and we were looking for that one preeminent partner manufacturer that brings that level of quality and that brand recognition. And Wet Sounds hit all those marks. We're really looking forward to the next year.
Well, first of all, Trevor, congratulations on the announcement. But let's get into some of the details because Wet Sounds is an interesting company. You know, they started in a certain space, but certainly in the last few years, they've absolutely evolved into different categories, as we've seen in some of their product presentations on CMA this year. So tell us a little bit about maybe some of the specifics or details from the Wet Sounds lineup that really attracted you.
Well, Ben, when you think about premium products and premium marine specifically products, Wet Sounds was it. That's the number one brand. What we were finding as we were kind of delving a little bit more into our get to know each other relationship, the Jeep products, the motorcycle products, and some of the power sport offerings are just as exciting, and they're up and coming. We get the opportunity to grow these markets in Canada with Wet Sounds, and we're really looking forward to that.
All right, so there's the news, a new distribution partnership between Wet Sounds and Importel in Canada. To get a little bit more insight, we go now to their international sales manager from Wet Sounds. His name is Enrique Avalos, and he's joining us now. Enrique, welcome to the show. Listen, this is obviously a big move for Wet Sounds in Canada. I'd like to hear some words from you about what this new partnership means to Wet Sounds.
For Wet Sounds, partnering with Importel allows us to look into the future and to go beyond what has been accomplished in the Canadian market and how we can get to that next level. Wet Sounds appreciates what Importel has done in the Canadian market, how they service their customers, the knowledge and experience and attention to detail that their sales staff has, and that will help us take that next step towards tomorrow and beyond.
All right, that was Enrique Avalos from Wet Sounds, a little bit of a statement from a corporate side of things. But Trevor, I'm going to bring it back to you. At the end of the day, this is going to mean a lot for a lot of dealers in Canada. So what final message do you have for Canadian dealers moving forward, and where can people get more info?
Thanks, Ben. To the Canadian customers, we want to let them know that Importel's focus and dedication to their customer service levels will not change. We have a lot of Wet Sounds inventory in both Edmonton and Toronto, with more coming in regularly. Keep watching the social media posts as well as the constant contact email blasts, where you're going to see a lot of new products coming from Wet Sounds, as well as some new opportunities and some new programs. For CMA Expo in 2025, you will most definitely see a great showing of Wet Sound at the Importel booth. And if you have any questions, if you're concerned about anything at all, whether it's warranty, whether it's a new product, or whether it's something that needs to be special ordered for your consumer, let us know. Call into your reps, look at importel.com and see what's available. You can also download the brand catalog at any moment through our catalog search function on importel.com. But most importantly to our customers, We just want to thank you for the continued support, and we look forward to growing with you.
Hi, Jody from 5Axis here. Just want to bring everybody up to speed with what we do and how we do it. We're a display company. We do a lot of custom graphics. Obviously, we do custom audio boards. We do RGB lighting. We do graphical work up top. We also do all the different custom amp mounts. So for all your store needs, we do front counters, we do home audio sections, we do lighting, everything that you're looking for, give us a call. Again, it's 5Axis, 414-326-7162.
Well, it's hard to believe that the loudspeaker manufacturer from France, known as Blam, and their legendary designer Guy Bonneville have already been in business for 10 years. Yes, an entire decade. And to celebrate, they are coming to the table with a brand new selection of reimagined products at their top of the line series of speaker. We go now to DSP Cowboy, Mr. Chris Van Rye. Chris, wow, 10 years for Blam, and we've got some big news to announce.
Absolutely, Ben. It's hard to believe that it's been over a decade since we first got our hands here on Guy's brand new products branded under his own Bonneville Labs name. And it's been an absolute riot of fun to go along with it and see what he's done and play with some of the unique products that he's brought to market and the incredibly special performance that he's been able to achieve with those guys. But it's not every day that we get to take a whole nother massive step forward and elevate like he has with this brand new 10th anniversary edition of his signature multi-X called Barrel.
All right, so we're talking about Blam speakers from France and a 10th anniversary series of speakers called Barrel, as Chris had just mentioned. Barrel, not sure what that could be referring to, but I'm sure you have some product here to show us exactly what has been in the mad scientist lab for so long.
Absolutely, Ben. It wouldn't be the same if we couldn't show off some of the cool new toys coming out of the lab. With the Barrel lineup, this actually replaces the signature multi-X lineup. For a lot of the Blam dealers that are out there, we know this has been the top of the range product that uses that multi-neodymium magnet structure on the backside. Well, this guy here is no different. The all-new, all-black theme on these guys has brought a complete overhaul. 0 components carried over from the previous generation. Absolutely stunning basket design. The all-black multi-neomagnet structure on the backside of things provides incredible performance. All of that magnetic strength focused on the voice coil, keeping everything linear, dynamic, reducing compression that we commonly see. And you can also actually, if you look through there, you can see the voice coil inside. Gives us a ton of heat dissipation as well. Make sure that we can keep power handling nice and high on these guys. So when we're really enjoying the fun factor, we never see the failures that we commonly see in some of the other speaker designs out there. This allows more ventilation and keeps everything rocking and rolling. But it's not just about one simple speaker in there. Of course, we need the matching components all the way through. So we just saw the 6.5 inch there, but we've also got a brand new 3-inch wideband driver. We've got a brand new 2-inch wideband driver as well. These guys all use that same barrel design on the back of these guys here. But of course, in the other direction as well, is we're seeing a lot more 8-inch drivers in a lot of new vehicles. So making sure that we have a nice solution for those guys. And even in the 8-inch, everything stays nice and shallow because of that magnet structure design. But we know that a lot of our dealer partners work in a lot of different vehicles, and not everything is specific to round speakers. Some of the best-selling cars on the road today are actually using 6x9, and Guy acknowledges that by actually bringing us a high-end premium 6x9 solution for direct replacement into those vehicles as well. So if you're looking for something that's going to fit nicely in the car, but give a truly exceptional level of performance, now we've got all of those solutions in the brand new 10th anniversary multi-X barrel lineup.
First off, I want to congratulate the Blam team and Guy himself for such innovative design. I love the look of that basket. I know he kind of pushed the envelope with his previous designs, but this one absolutely takes it to the next level. And that very unique barrel design with the neodymium magnets, I mean, wow, that is absolutely stunning to look at. I also want to applaud that recognizing that integration is a part of our business. So even though we have that higher end customer demanding the best, guess what? Blam has come to the table with not only innovative high-end sound solutions, but also things that actually fit. And there's a lot of credit that needs to be due there. Now, you showed us a 6x9. I think that was a 6.5 previous. Are we talking about 2 drivers, or is there more?
Well, you know, the excitement can't just stop at that simple level there, because ASGI is always evolving. And as we had mentioned, we've got all these different vehicles and different speaker sizes that we have to be able to play nice with. So even in the standard Signature series, we're going to see a complete 10th anniversary overhaul there, but we've actually got the first taste of that already, which is another Signature 6x9, same carbon fiber cone. But what really makes this guy unique is this uses a traditional single neodymium magnet on the backside. This allows us to keep that depth nice and shallow. So in these new trucks and vehicles that are using this 6x9, we've got a high-end solution that's a direct replacement that fits without any clearance issues when it comes to the window in there. The other side of things in that Signature Multi-X barrel lineup is we're not limited to just the drivers themselves. Of course, we need high-frequency partners to go along with it. And we've actually got the first of a few tweeters coming available ready now. What we've got here has garnered a ton of excitement when we spent some time at Knowledge Fest in Dallas this year. This is his all-new AMT tweeter, Air Motion. This is along the lines of a ribbon-style tweeter, extremely light, extremely detailed, phenomenal output. So when you've got the space to go through and build something nice up on the A-pillar for that customer who is looking for something truly exceptional, this is going to live in your back pocket, ready to rock and roll, and really provide something that they can't get anywhere else and create an experience like no other.
Well, it looks like there's a ton that's going to be rolling out here for the 10th anniversary for Blam. And if you're just tuning in, MSC is launching announcing rather their brand new barrel line of speakers from Blam, which will represent the top tier product available from Blam moving forward. And I gotta say, Chris, when you showed off that tweeter, ooh, I got a little Martin Logan high-end stereophile vibes right there. So very, very cool stuff. Chris, availability, what kind of timeline are we looking at? This is very exciting news. And of course, where can dealers and enthusiasts get more information?
Yeah, Ben, we're absolutely over the moon. All of these drivers are already under production in France. All these guys are handmade in France, and we're expecting to start seeing these roll in about 4 weeks from now, with the rest of the lineup coming shortly after that. So all of these products will be available for you in your stores. Keep an eye on the website at blam-audio.com, or visit us at msc-america.com for any other questions, details, and any news you need to know about what's coming down the pipe.
Hi, Paul Truman here with SiriusXM. We reached out to some of our partners in the industry, and here's what they had to say.
I can't say more or enough about just what it means to have our unit working with SiriusXM. It's like we're there now.
The SiriusXM service is something consumers want, right? So it's Paul.
That allows a consumer to listen to either podcasts, entertainment, sports, all at their fingertips. It's all about engagement, and that's what SiriusXM provides.
SiriusXM is a huge component in a vehicle nowadays. Consumers expect that technology to be available both in our OEM system as well as the aftermarket upgrades that they're applying to their vehicle.
Alpine and SiriusXM, through our electronics, are able to offer the consumer on the aftermarket side SiriusXM 360L, which is an expanded platform for SiriusXM. And it's really been a beneficial relationship for us with SiriusXM.
As a dealer, just remember, we don't compete with anybody else. We are absolutely one of the best profitability accessories you can add to any head unit that is SiriusXM ready.
Well, it looks like the folks at Harmon, JBL and Infinity, have introduced an exciting new line of thin subwoofer enclosures. We go now to their mobile aftermarket specialist, Mr. Eric Stackley. Eric, what can you tell us about this exciting new range of product?
The announcement is our new thin enclosures, which utilize a subwoofer and a passive radiator to get fantastic deep bass in a small space.
Eric, this is exciting news indeed, because we all know that space is at a premium these days and customers aren't willing to sacrifice the space in the trunk like they used to. So it's great to see Harman's come up with some solutions. Now, you mentioned some pretty interesting things there, such as a passive radiator. Why don't you break down a little bit the physicality and the type of components that these enclosures are built with?
If we're going to talk about subwoofer enclosures, the heart of the enclosure is the actual subwoofer. This is a reference high power 2-inch voice coil, thin 12, that uses our patented SSI technology you can see here. This is what we use in the driver. The reference and the club fantastic performance from these subs. The 12 can play all the way down to 30 hertz in these enclosures. The 10 can play down to 35, and they have linear performance from 50 hertz up to 100 hertz. The boxes come preloaded at 2 ohms, and we did that intentionally because that matches up with the most common Class D amps people are going to be using on the market today.
All right, I do like what I'm hearing so far, but let's talk about the word thin. So, different companies have different definitions of thin. So let's take a look at the shape, the size, and how practical these enclosures will actually be inside customers' vehicles.
Ben, when I say thin, I mean thin. This is your 10-inch here. Beautiful logo, repositionable badge logo on the front. This enclosure with the feet included is less than 6 inches of mounting depth. If you notice your badge here, these can be pulled off and repositioned anywhere you like, depending on how you mount them.
Okay, you proved your point, Eric. Those are, in fact, absolutely thin enclosures. I love the detail with the emblem that can be repositioned, as well as the feet that come in there. And what a great option if you want to put some big bass into a small space and still enjoy the rest of your truck. Okay, let's talk the final element here. Let's talk about power handling. What is recommended as far as amplifiers and the type of power that these enclosures will take to really perform?
Great question, Ben. So the 10-inch enclosure is 350 watts of RMS power with a peak power of 1050. The 12-inch in the reference in the club is 400 watts RMS power and 1200 peak. These are passive boxes, which of course would match up fantastic with our club and reference Class D amplifiers, which is what, of course, we would recommend. But you can utilize any amp you have. Like I said, they're all wired to a 2 ohm load. It is not changeable. It's set that way on purpose to match up with your most common amplifiers.
So if you're just tuning in, Harman through JBL and Infinity brands are releasing a brand new solution. They're called the Slim Subwoofer Enclosures. Lots of great details, features, and performance here. Eric, the only question left is, what is the availability and where should customers go to get more information?
The great news, Ben, is these enclosures are all available now. Check your local retailers and dealers, and of course, check us on harmonaudio.com.
CE Outlook is dedicated to keeping the car audio and electronics industry informed on the latest issues, trends, and product releases. New feature stories posted daily. Visit ceoutlook.com for the latest industry news. Well, one brand that has certainly found some momentum in 2024 is Orion Car Audio. The old school brand that is continuing to push the envelope has announced a very interesting new program to incentivize new dealers to come on board the Orion train. We go now to their general manager, Edgar Cedeno. Edgar, what is this new promotion that involves $500 of POP?
Good day, good day. How you doing, Ben? My friend, it's always glad to be here with you and give you, of course, all the updates on what is going on with Orion. And as I've been telling you, we have had such a great feedback from our consumers and the response that we have from the dealers and the customers. We decided to now give back some, okay? And by that, I mean that everybody right now, all our dealers, all our brick and mortar dealers right now that I want to sign up with Orion, that have been thinking about signing up with Orion, and for some reason they hold them back. But right now we're pushing a little bit more, and we want to give you an incentive. Any dealer right now that wants to sign up with Orion Car Audio, all they have to do is send an email, get in contact with us, okay? And we're gonna have Mr. Bill Turner himself call you up, sign you up, and give you up to $500 of free gear. And when I mean free gear, is free OP, my friends, for you to see. We have Orion hats, new jerseys, new t-shirts, okay? Lanyards, any colors you want, okay? We have pens, we have keychains, we have notepads, we have fans, we have lunch coolers, we have umbrellas. I mean, come on, guys. We have so many things to give you guys away. It's gonna blow your mind away. It's like you're getting the products for free with all the POP that you're gonna be buying, my friend. This is what it's all about. Just giving back to our dealers to show the support, and again, bring back that enthusiasm we used to have back in the days when everybody used to love the car audio industry.
Well, Edgar, first and foremost, please tell me you can save one of those hats for me. I need that in my collection. Second of all, what an amazing assortment. We're going to flash some images here of all different kinds of products and POP items that are available to dealers with this incredible offer. And I want to zone in on something you said there, Edgar. You know, one thing that Orion has really successfully done, in my opinion, is kind of bring back that OG old school feel. And I feel that this program, with the introduction of these great, items as far as POP is concerned, is really bringing back to the heydays of car audio where we love this kind of stuff. And I noticed that in these images, there's some pretty high-end products in here.
Of course, my friend, and when you're talking about the high end, it's because it's not about only gears. We at Orion Car Audio, like I said, because we sell music, we sell fun on those high end POPs that we have for you guys. We have some of the cornhole tables games, okay? So when you at the show or when you in the store and your guys just want to chill out for a bit, break 5 minutes away from all the tension, all the buildings, okay? All you have to do is go to the cornhole table, play your game, or even better. But these ones I only recommend for Fridays afternoon, okay? We have the beer pong table, my friend, and Orion beer pong table. How cool is that, okay? It's so cool. You know what I'm going to do? Look, I'm going to clap, and I'm going to send you guys one of these, and then you for sure, my friend, get in a hat, okay? That is what Orion is about right now with all the POP.
If you're just tuning in, we're having a lot of fun here. Orion announcing a very interesting incentive program to sign up to become the next Orion dealer. Up to $500 in POP. And guys, if you've seen this, we're not just talking this standard POP. I think Orion's had a lot of fun with this. Listen, Edgar, congratulations on the new program. I'm sure this is going to get a lot of traction. What do dealers need to know to sign up for this special?
Well, yes, Ben. Now back to serious and back to business. Yes, all our dealers, please, all they have to do is check us out, okay, www.orioncaraudio.com, okay? Send us an email, okay, family@orioncaraudio.com, and you will be able to start signing up. We will send you all the information you require to become a dealer, okay? And of course, in this program, to get all your free PLP.
There's an incredibly strong network of distributors across Canada, and today we're here at CMA Expo to speak with them and get a sense of how they feel about their partnership with SiriusXM.
SiriusXM helps connect our industry because we are reproducing music. We are delivering content in a different way. We deliver hard parts to consumer. They deliver us the content on those hard parts.
It's a great add-on for the head unit sale, and it's pretty much just a natural addition now to offer it to the customer after they purchase a new head unit for their car.
As a distributor of SiriusXM, we all benefit. As partners, they offer and bring to the table the love of music. We're all in this industry because ultimately we love music.
They've been a great partner, and they've actually created a lot of excitement again in the industry.
It really brings the whole industry together, and it's music-based. It's great. You know, that's what we do. We sell music. They provide content. It's fabulous.
And that's a wrap on this edition of CMA Live, presented by SiriusXM and sponsored by 5-Axis Innovations. Make sure to check out all our videos at cmanetworks.com. I'm your host, Ben Wu. We'll see you next Saturday.
There's never been a better time to have SiriusXM with over 150 channels in your vehicle. Your Platinum Plan offer includes more than ever before to enjoy online, on your phone, or at home. Create your own ad-free personalized stations powered by Pandora. Hear ad-free extra channels and enjoy favorite shows with SiriusXM Video on Demand. What you love is on now.